Now, one of the consequences of the COVID-19 is the crash of the stock market, as I'm sure you're well aware of. Millions are losing their jobs or having their hours cut. This is just a sign, church. Listen, it's just a sign of how volatile the world economic system is. Look what happened in just 3 or 4 weeks or maybe a month. Could you imagine if this would continue for the next 6 months or the next year? Could you imagine what would happen to the world economy? Revelation 6 verse 6 says that in one day it will be 2 pounds of wheat for a day's wage and 6 pounds of barley for a day's wage. In other words, you're going to have to work an 8-hour day just to buy a loaf of bread. We're talking about an economic collapse. We're talking about starvation. Revelation 18 verse 19 states that the world economy will collapse in 1 hour. Can you see that? You can imagine that happening now. You can imagine that. In 1 hour, the entire world economy will collapse. Seeing what has happened financially with just this one virus and a few thousand dying, and I'm not minimizing their death. I'm not, because every life is important. I'm not minimizing their death. But could you imagine adding on to that severe, major earthquakes, asteroids hitting the earth, a major world war happening with possible nuclear weapons and a third of the Earth's population being destroyed? It's easy, church. Listen, it's easy, my friend, to see how the world economy will collapse in just 1 hour. Here's what I'm trying to tell you as the watchman on the wall. That day is coming. That day is coming. We're just going through the beginning of birth pains right now. Jesus said, don't be alarmed. They must happen. Also keep this in mind when Jesus spoke about birth pains. This coronavirus is just a contraction. It's just one contraction. There are more to come. They will become more frequent and they will become more intense. And then these will bring the return of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ will return to the earth. Now, when these contractions happen, all these things, world chaos, destruction, famine, disease, war, rumors of war coming against Israel, the world is going to cry out for a world leader, a Mr. Fix-It, if you will, somebody who can bring peace to this earth. However, the one they are going to call on will not be Jesus Christ. It will be the Antichrist. All of these things are happening, and the world is going to call for the Antichrist. So the Antichrist will come first, but Jesus Christ will come and destroy the enemy in the final day.
To every nation, to every generation, to all creation, to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ. To every nation, every generation, to all creation, to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ.